Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Pop Fusion channel with Jesse Rivera. I am Jesse Rivera, and today we are talking Record Store Day drop number 2. And I went down to a couple of my favorite stores today in Sacramento, and I picked up a couple of records, and now I'm going to unbox them for you. A couple of these titles, one title I was absolutely sure I was going to get, and another title I was a hard maybe, and another title I was I'll see. And I picked up all three of those titles, and then while I was down there and just browsing and looking at the prices, I was like, you know what? This price isn't too crazy, and this does seem like a pretty interesting title, so I'm going to pick it up. So let's just start unboxing some records. How does that sound? So the first title was absolutely one I didn't even know this was on the radar for Record Store Day 2022, drop number 2. I went into my second record store of the day, which was Kicksville Vintage and Vinyl in Sacramento, California, and I saw this. This is the 20th anniversary Studio One Records. This is limited to 1,500 copies, and I guess in the 60s and 70s, Studio One was kind of known as the Motown of Jamaica. This features the Scottalites, Horace Randy, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Lone Ranger, Slim Smith. I'm not going to name them all, of course. What really drew me to this is that it has the more ska rock steady version of the Wailers doing Simmer Down, and I love that version of it. So let's take a look and see what this looks like. It's got a really cool hype sticker, but it's a gatefold, so I don't know what I'm going to do about this sticker. Because in order to appreciate the gatefold, this has to come off. So it's coming off. And maybe I'll save the sticker and just put it in the sleeve, because ultimately I store these in a sleeve. So, oh, gorgeous gatefold. Look at that. That's nice. And let's take a look at these records. Wow, it's kind of hard to get out. It's got like all of the releases that the label was famous for. These seem to be covers to 45s. This is nice. Purple is my favorite color, and I won't show you the second record because, you know, just trying to not take up too much time on this video. And the second record obviously looks very similar to this record. So it's in a paper sleeve, so I have to swap that out for when we store it. And the gatefold is gorgeous. Studio One Classics. This next one, had no idea this was coming out, and I wasn't going to buy it, but the guy at the first shop that I went to, which was Phono Select Records, said, hey, you're not going to get that? That's the girl from the Cocteau Twins. And I was like, what? Really? And I grabbed it, and then I saw that it's an EP. It's only got 5 songs on it, and then he made a joke and said, you're lucky to even get 5 songs. And I was like, you're right. So this is Sun's signature. This is limited to 3,700 copies in the U.S. And this is Elizabeth Fraser of the Cocteau Twins and David Reese, who is the drummer, and he's drummed for Spectacular, Massive Attack, and was also in one of the versions of Echo and the Bunnymen. So let's take a look. I believe this is just on black vinyl. Yeah, black vinyl. Nothing too spectacular. 5 songs. And I'm really looking forward to listening to this because Cocteau Twins, you know, that sound was really popular in the 90s. So looking forward to checking that out. This is something, this next record, something I absolutely had no idea what this was. I saw it, the cover kind of struck me, and then I started reading the hype sticker, and this is Linda Hoover, A Mean to Shine. And this is an album that got shelved in the early 70s. And Linda Hoover, she was like this this young singer-songwriter from New York. She'd won this huge national songwriting contest. And she went into the studio with producer Gary Katz. And her collaborators in the studio were none other than Walter Becker and Donald Fagen. Yes, Steely Dan. Well, this is way earlier, right? And so this record would end up getting shelved because of some business disagreements, right? I've always said, you guys, it's not show friends, it's show business. And this record never saw the light of day. I listened to it on the way home. Well, not to the record, but this cover is nice and thick. Listened to it a little bit on the way home in my car on iTunes, and really reminded me of like kind of like that Laurel Canyon sound, singer-songwriter type stuff. And it's really quiet, real nice. It's kind of like this is the kind of stuff that I like to listen to early in the morning when I'm just getting ready for work, checking my emails, drinking my coffee, and I don't want anything too hard and heavy, but I do want something that's just like quiet, comforting, and introspective. That's when I imagine myself spinning this. And this is Linda Hoover. This was limited to, did I write it down? Only 2,000 copies. So, and the price was nice on this. This was only $23. So I grabbed it. I was like, I gotta check it out. And from what I heard on the car radio on the way home, I enjoyed it. Okay. This next one was a maybe. It was a maybe. Wasn't sure if I wanted it. I'm never disappointed whenever I've bought albums by this legendary artist. And it was going to be the price, whether or not I grabbed it. You know what I'm saying? So got down to the second record shop. They had some at the first shop, but I like dropping a couple bucks in each shop that I go to. I don't want to just spend all my money in one record store. I want to go to a couple. Not that I spend a ton of money, but I do want to just support as often as I can, like just spread it around. This was only $26, man. And of course, we've all heard about this one. This is the Miles Davis, never before released, from the forthcoming release, the Bootleg Series, Volume 7. This is Miles Davis live, What It Is, Montreal, July 7th, 1983. It's a double album, and it was only $26. That's a pretty good deal, man. Let's see, and I'm pretty sure these are just on black vinyl, but this is also a gatefold, so let's cut it this way and this way, and let's just get this off. Miles during that era. Gatefold, gorgeous. And I won't show you both of the records. It is on black vinyl. Pretty heavy duty. Miles Davis for me is always like late night. Once I've shut it down for the night and I know I'm still going to be up for another hour or so doing some research or doing some reading, doing some surfing on the internet, that's when I like to put Miles on. That to me is the best time to listen to Miles. To me, Miles Davis is not the way to start a day, it's the way to finish a day. That was limited to, I wouldn't even say it was limited. They made 10,000 copies of that one. This next one, I'm not the biggest fan of this band, but I do like this band's early stuff, and this seems to capture them right at the height of the era where I really enjoyed listening to them. So, and this was not limited at all. I'm talking 20,000 copies. The price was not too bad for a double album. This one retailed for $35.98 at my shop, and I am talking about Pearl Jam live on not one but two legs. And let's take a look at this. There it is. Let's take a look at the gatefold. A lot of really cool tour shots. And this one is on clear vinyl, I believe. This is from their 1998 tour. That's nice, huh? A lot of static on this paper sleeve, man. $20,000 copies of this. A lot of the folks in my, I'm on a couple of vinyl Facebook groups. Everyone wanted this, and at these quantities, I'm pretty sure anyone who wanted this got a copy of it. I don't think people are going to be hunting for that one. Now, let's move on. This thing, man, I've wanted this on vinyl, and vinyl copies of this, because there were only promotional copies of this floating around, and you probably already know what I'm talking about. There were not, this has never had an official vinyl pressing. There were bootlegs of this floating around. The CD was pretty easy to get, and I remember, so this, I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about, and I'm talking about the Symbol, the Gold Experience. This was the first album that Prince put out after he changed his name from Prince to the Symbol, because of, once again, it's not show friends, it's show business. Dispute he was having with Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers said, we own Prince. And he was like, guess what? I ain't Prince, bitch. And they're like, well, what are you? And he's like, I am this Symbol now. It's a little bit better back there. And they put this out. I worked at a record store when this came out, and I remember we got a promotional copy of it on CD, and I remember begging my boss, can we play it? Can we play it? Can we play it? And she was like, dude, it's Prince. You know he's gonna say some bad words. And it was a family-friendly store. And I begged her, I was like, come on, please, let's play it. And she's like, all right, go ahead. But as soon as he says a bad word, we're gonna have to take it off. And I was like, fair enough, deal. 45 seconds in, he says a bad word. So if you know, you know what song that was. And this is, so it's Prince, the Gold Experience. Man, that is freaking gorgeous. Gold vinyl. This, of course, has Pussy Control, and and finally, it has The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, which was a song that he wrote specifically for the was it the U.S. beauty pageant or the Miss America beauty pageant? I don't remember what exactly it was called, but he wrote it to be played for that. Contained the single "I Hate You." The second side of the second album is nothing but remixes. This was limited to 24,000 copies, and they made 24,000 copies of this because everyone needs to have this. I cannot wait to spin this. Any time of the day is a good time to spin some Prince, and I am going to edit this video and listen to this record. Hey man, if you dug this video, thank you. If you really liked it, please give it a like. Leave a comment. Tell me what you picked up on Record Store Day. If you really, really liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing just all sorts of vinyl stuff, all sorts of pop culture stuff. I'm not just going to talk about music. I'm going to talk about movies, CDs, top fives. So keep coming back, man, because I love music and I think you do too. Thanks a lot, man. Bye.